All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's update that HUD, shall we? Story positive, 17. Story negatives, 1. I actually did the audit last night, or rather, up-to-date audit. So, story gameplay positives, 64. Gameplay negatives, 2, actually. And that is up to date at the moment. But now we've got to do the mode that everyone's questioning about for some goddamned reason. I don't even know why. I don't know why this is such a question. I effectively haven't played this mode, so this is kind of blind for me. Why is every issue like 5 feet outside of the frickin' Peach Castle? God, they gave me camera control. I don't know how to deal with camera control. Oh, hey. Looks like one of the airships ran aground here. Bowser? Bowser, have a Snickers. Bowser, go have a Snickers. You know, we've actually already had a game before this came out where Bowser is overwhelmed by an inky black goo that mind controls him. That was in Color Splash, if you'll remember. I would say Color Splash is a typical JRPG. Good story, bad gameplay. Good morning, Dark Day. There's Junior. So, his dad has been overtaken by the inky black goo we just mentioned. And that's actually adorable. Dad, is it Mario? Dad's out of control. I don't know what happened. I try to help him, but he's too big and mad. Can't change Dad back by myself. I'd never ask you for help. Never, ever. But I'll do anything, so help, please? Ah, that never ever lasted for one sentence. Let's set him to a lot. We can also do a little or none. I don't know the difference between these things. And we can change it on the fly. And second player can play us. So I have played a little bit of this as Bowser Jr. What's really wild is the range on Bowser Jr. is gigantic. Like, I can fly up to, like, that area up there with him. And he can fly, so he can just kind of ignore terrain in a lot of ways. But he can't collect things. You need to be you to do that. So I was playing with the kiddo. She was playing Mario, obviously. Who's the mother? I said this had no online co-op, Mr. Red, which is why I've never played this. Like, if they ever patched in online co-op, Pax and I would probably start playing this that day. Oh yes, and everyone calls this Mario Odyssey Light mode. Unfortunately, we're not playing this alongside Mario Odyssey, but yeah. You can kind of see the vibe. It's certainly the same format. I have a cat. And the best part is it can do damage. That's how terrifying cats are. They just destroy everything in front of them. Notice we can have multiple power-ups stored, by the way, instead of just one. Yeah, this mode actually plays pretty differently. Yeah, that's an interesting statement, Dark Day, because this came out after Odyssey. And that makes me wonder. Because this is clearly designed towards an Odyssey aesthetic, for lack of a better way to put that. But, like... I'm curious why they decided to add an Odyssey Light mode back. So, okay. So the original Mario 3D World came out in 2013, I want to say. I forget. I looked it up earlier. I can't remember the date right now, of course. And then Odyssey came out, and then this came out much more recently, like last year or the year before. This is very recent. Ooh, I suck. Go here. So I'm not sure of the exact yearage there, but it's at least 5 or so years. Like it's a gap. And by 5, I mean 3. Sorry, 3 years. So let's talk HUD. We've got our power-ups down at the bottom, stored up. We've got our coins. We've got the, let's call it the MSQ, which is in the upper left. That's make the lighthouse shine. So that's our major objective, is to get the big thing that will change up the whole world. But then we also have an indicator of exactly how many shines, cat shines in this case, are in the area. 5. You can see that at the bottom right there. So of the various hidden shines in the area, we've gotten 5. Also, the rain and music change indicates that the boss is about to show up. Yeah, no, exactly, Dean Bidine. And it makes me wonder where the next 3D Mario is going to go, because I didn't know this until I was doing research for this very run. But the 3D development team hasn't done anything since this. Since making Bowser's Fury. So it's very likely they've been taking whatever ideas they had here and developing them into whatever the next 3D Mario is going to be. Come on, breathe fire at me, yeah! Nice clear visual indicators of where it's about to hit and where it isn't. I mean, yeah, it's hard to take. It's a mainline Mario game. It's probably going to be legit. Also notice the music when frickin' Fury Bowser comes out. Well, we have, by the time of Odyssey, which is a few years ago at this point, we have officially left the era of no story in Nintendo games. So, hopefully, any new 3D Mario will actually have a frickin' story. I'm not asking for, like, War and Peace, although that'd be nice, too. But, it would be nice to have something. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so, notice how on the bottom, the moment we drifted over into a new zone, which is Lakeside Gigabell, the indicator at the bottom went away because we don't have any shines here. If we go back here, we're at 1 of 5. Looks like that's what specifically respawn stuff, too. I mean, Mario games don't need story because no game needs a story. And I know that sounds strange to say that because of how many RPGs are in my lexicon, but I mean that. Even an RPG doesn't really need story, if we're being totally honest with ourselves. But every game, in my opinion, and I've thought about this a lot, so this isn't like an off-the-top-of-my-head opinion, could use a good story. Like, could benefit from a good story. I mean, Mario's the easiest to prove there because the Mario RPGs exist. We got that, we got that. I mean, we're treating it like an expansion, but I have no idea, Jaludo. Not having a story act, or having a story? Yeah, I would kind of agree with that. Games with a true absence of story tend to be a lot less replayable for me. It's probably telling that the Mario game I am most looking forward to replaying is the one, not counting the RPGs, that has the most story. Odyssey. I did not expect to fall that far. Okay, hang on, let's try that again. Okay, I know you like to be contrarian, Dean Bedeem, but you have got to explain that. No offense, but you're extremely insane. Nah, I'm not gonna make that. Alright, whatever. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we do actually have a map. How about this? I think we have kind of quest indicators, too. Well, that's why I emphasize a good story, Dark Day, because even a game that should have story, like an RPG or whatever, that has a bad story, that's gonna drag that game down, right? I mean, I suppose I feel like I'm saying duh here, but in general, if a game has a bad story, it's not a good thing. 'Cause, 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 God. Yeah, I will freely admit FF10 has been less replayable for me for a very long time because the cutscenes aren't skippable. Also Kingdom Hearts 1. I mean, honestly, I always bang on about unskippable cutscenes, but there's kind of a gradient there. Because there's unskippable cutscenes, then there's 2 skippable cutscenes, as in when you accidentally, like, put your controller down and skip a cutscene. And then there's, like the ability to, as X says, the ability to, like, fast forward a cutscene, rather than just, like, skip right through it. Like, to use a direct example, Kingdom Hearts 2, in specific, has this thing where if you try to skip a cutscene, it'll skip, like, every cutscene in the line, rather than the current cutscene. So if you've got a block of 5 cutscenes in a row and you want to watch cutscene 4, but not 1, 2, and 3, sucks to be you, because if you skip all 5. That would fall under 2 skippable, consequently. And you get the point. Like I said, there's more of a gradient to it than I think most people think of. Because, yeah, I'm with you, Act. Like, FF10, I used to have a save, I want to say right after the Blitzball cutscenes. Because that's arguably when that game actually gets started. So, oh god, all the cats have gone evil! How will we be able to tell the difference? No. After the actual tournament itself, Dark Day. It's pretty much the moment you go on the Mihan High Road, I believe, is when I would argue that FF10 actually gets started. First time you have Auron in the party, gameplay-wise. Uh-oh. That's gonna hit us. Oh god. Okay. Notice these are skippable, by the way. Yeah, what's really frustrating, so the most common argument I hear in favor of unskippable cutscenes is, well, if the cutscene's good, you shouldn't want to skip it. No. If the cutscene's good, then I'll probably want to watch it. But if, like, I just saw the cutscene 5 seconds ago, and then whoops, you know, I died in a boss fight, or I accidentally redid the section, or maybe I had to put the game down for the night, and I had to come back to it the next day. I don't want to rewatch it immediately, or rewatch it again and again and again and again. So I'm missing 2. And there's hints of them. I like the fact that there's hints. That's a cool feature. But those hints are not what I want. Those are over there. Looks like those hints are for the so-called plot shines as well, not the regular ones. I know there's one below me. I've actually already gotten it with my niece. I don't remember how we did it. It's here, I'll show you it. It's right there. Well, okay, I guess that was easy. So there's that one. I'm trying to remember if there was another one here that I know about. I know there's something to do with the cats. I don't remember what. Here, come here. Come here. Wait, hang on. I'm about to lose my entire viewership. You ready for this? Be gone, cat! Alright, so. Just lost every viewer right there. Back here. Doesn't appear to be. I'm missing one freaking shine, and that's gonna bug me. I already got that one. I can see it from there. I got that one. I got that one. There's nothing up there. I got that one. I mean, not that we have to 100% this or anything. It's just... I'm missing one. Come on. Yeah, it's the one I just got, Bergman. Good eye, though. Good morning, Kieran. Okay, so what's the name of this song? Scamper Shores. Is there like a thing that indicates what we have? Surely there's like a list, right? Apparently we'd gotten 23 last time. Okay, I think I know where that is. Good morning, Noctis. Good morning, Command Conquer 2. Finally! Oh, we're missing 2 shines for this area. That's an interesting feature. Did you see that? Okay, I was apparently misreading the HUD. That was apparently just the pieces of a shine we were missing. The actual shine indicator is on the lighthouse. Like, physically on the lighthouse. Does it say that on the map? Probably doesn't. It says which ones we have, but not which ones we don't. I wonder. Good morning, Krenzler. It's a Gigabell. I heard a cool saying about these. When the beast rises, the Gigabell will ring, or something. We gotta get this goop off first. I can wait. Nobody cares about that. If there's a thing of goop. We always knew that Luigi was a Terminator. Get back here, Ouija. I'm the better brother. Oh god, it is a Luigi. See? There's the 2 yellow ones, and then... 2 green ones. So yeah, we are missing 1 shine down here at the moment. I wonder which one. Hold on. So now I'm curious. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Come with me, cat, if you want to live. Or die! Oh god, it does, Braga. So, you know what a Kaiju fight is, right? I love how it's actually the level. Like, it's obviously a shrunk, version of it, a different instance, if you will. But it's clearly just the world that we've been doing the stage stuff in up till now. Uh-oh. Hide. Look at this music. Way too slow. Oh yeah, by the way, no lives. Because this is post-Odyssey. Mario was always the god of war. Cat-shaped rainbow. And we just murdered Bowser. He's dead. He's dead forever. Definitely for realsies. He sank back in the lake, but trust me, it'll take more than that to beat my papa. I need to really see the light. The way to do that is find more cat shines. Hints. 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 Oh yeah, I almost forgot something important. You get lost, bring up the map. Cool. So, go do this. Yeah, Mario just pulls out a gun and is like, yeah, I'm done here. I'm just done. Extremely unlikely act. Like, the only possible scenario in which the StarCraft 2 employees would come back is if not only Blizzard got a lot better and StarCraft, you know, stuff got greenlit, but in addition to that, they would... there we go. But in addition to that, their own projects that they're working on right now would have to fail, right? So both StarCraft 2 spiritual successors would have to fail, and Microsoft would have to improve Blizzard, and they would have to greenlight future StarCraft stuff. No, Mobile has nothing to do with this. It's Zero Space and the other one I can't think of the name of. I mean, it's possible, Act. All of those things can happen. But you will not see me holding my breath. Yeah, if they're going to do anything StarCraft, it's probably going to be a new team at this point. Stormgate, that's the one, thank you. I think the name of that damn thing. You little dick. Area done. All right. Oh. Oh. Upgrades I wish for the most. So, this will sound pathetic, but I mean this with absolute sincerity. The upgrade I want the most out of a Switch 2 is backwards compatibility. Like, by a wide margin. The ability to play Switch games on it is, I would honestly consider mandatory. The ability to play 3DS games on it would be extraordinarily helpful. We now bring good luck. No, Dark Day. I mean, I wanted to have a slot on the Switch that I could plug a 3DS cartridge into. I would say if they don't have an SSD on it, then they have made a mistake. But, I guess that's not true. Never mind, I take that back. Because it's not like the Switch needs an SSD. Point being, they need some kind of special thing of speed goingness. Yeah, sorry, what I was trying to say was that, Because the Switch itself has the SD card, which is pretty damn fast. And I'm totally with that. Yes, this is a Boomerang Brother power-up. It is exactly as awesome as it sounds. I mean, SSDs have been getting cheaper for a while, and fitting an NVMe inside a Switch would not be overly hard to do, to be blunt. Let's see. Other wish list ideas. I don't remember when the Boomerang Brothers came out, Dark Day, because it's not with this game. It came out before this. We at least had it in 3D Land. Like I said, I'm not sure the specifics there. Oops. Oh, okay. I accept that. Oh, and you can just select power-ups and swap between them, by the way. Which is such a great quality of life feature, I cannot believe no other Mario game has ever done that. Just the ability to bank power-ups and then swap between them at will. Like, I don't know how to explain how much of a quality of life change that is. Remember how we were talking earlier about how the catsuit is too good? Well, no problem. You need a catsuit for this particular thing. No problem. Bong, 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 and now you have a catsuit. You know, because you picked up 3 in the bank. That includes the really good power-ups, too. The so-called super power-ups, like whatever this thing is called over here. Or the Hammer Brother suit, or Kuribo's shoe from Mario 3, or... yeah, of course, now I can't think of it. You know what I mean? There's like power-ups that are, like, better than other power-ups. OLED screen? I mean, that's likely. They already have an OLED Switch. I don't think you can store star mode. I could be wrong, but I don't think you could. Yeah, I guess like Frog Suit would qualify. Mario 3 had a lot of super power-ups, didn't it? By the way, funny little fact, you can actually see how close Bowser is to coming back. Because he will start off not there, and then he'll slowly emerge, and then he'll get like more and more like, oh my god, I'm coming out, and then you know, then it'll start raining, and there's a nice big visual indicator of exactly how long it's going to be until he shows up. It's cool. I like it. It is on a time limit. I forget what affects it because it's not a static time limit. OLED arguably looks better, just like in a personal perspective kind of a thing. I say arguably because obviously that's down to personal preference. I will admit I do like how my OLED looks. I'm on an OLED right now. But I will also admit that if I was on an LCD or even an LED, I wouldn't care that much, to be honest with you. If I was to put like an OLED as on the wish list, with regards to like a Switch 2, it would be at the very bottom of my wish list. I absolutely not at all. OLEDs are also not great for games, as in the same way that they are for, you know, now that the spikes are red, in the same way that they are for movies. Better battery? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. So every 100... I was wondering, since we don't have lives, what's the point of coins? Every 100 coins stores up a power-up, and you apparently can store up to 5 of each power-up. That's actually a cool idea. That makes coins relevant. Gives us a purpose behind collecting coins. I like that. Anyway, sorry. What the hell was I talking about? Battery. Yes, I wouldn't mind a better battery. Honestly, that wouldn't really affect me all that much, because I tend to not play in handheld mode. But I know a lot of people who do, and I'm 100% in favor of the idea. But you asked me, so my number 1 wish list, backwards compatibility with the Switch. My number 2 item, backwards compatibility with the 3DS. My number 3 item would be fix the Joy-Cons. That's kind of like a 3 and a 4 combined, honestly. Oops. But I would very much... Come on, Bowser. Busy, Bowser. But I would love it if, first of all, they get rid of the drift. I have never experienced drift, and I hope never to. But the point is, drift exists demonstrably and objectively, and needs to not exist. I would also love it if they offered multiple types of Joy-Cons. So there's bits of, I want to say, like, cardboard or something like that, inside the Joy-Cons analog sticks. And that's what actually keeps the analog sticks centered. Over wear and tear, some bits of those, some sides of those can wear down more than others. Which means that the thing holding the Joy-Con centered, the 4 things holding the Joy-Con centered, one of them is a bit more worn down, which means that the analog is now like kind of over here, and so the whole analog drifts, which means, imagine I'm standing here doing nothing and I'm just doing this, just because I'm standing there, right? So that sucks and that's terrible and that needs to be fixed, like I said. Yeah, there are hardware ways they can fix that, and there are software ways they can fix that. I love the Joy-Cons to death. Fix your frickin' Joy-Cons. What else? Like I said, I feel like the split controller idea is so awesome that I am astonished they haven't come out with different types of these, right? Like, these are neat, but there should be, like, a bigger model. There should be one that's more ergonomic. Like, I can't even think of it. There's, like, 5 or 6 variants on the Joy-Cons that should exist, that don't. And I know this has nothing to do with the Switch 2, per se, but this is the perfect time to go to the hardware manufacturing department and say, hey, make more types of Joy-Cons and better types of Joy-Cons. You morons. You kind of hit gold with these. Friggin' do it. Anyways. So we've got 3 of what? Looks like we're missing 2 at the moment. And I know where one of them is. So let's see if we can figure out where the other one is. One thing I've noticed is some Joy-Cons, and it's only some specific Joy-Cons, have a tendency to drop input entirely, like they're losing connection with the Switch, which probably shouldn't be happening, especially since it only happens with certain Joy-Cons. Like these ones, these are my Skyward Sword Joy-Cons. That also means they're some of the newest models. These are great. I have no issues with these. But those ones over there, my backup copy, those tend to lose connection periodically. And it could be purely anecdotal, but the only bits of evidence I have is that the newer models tend to have that problem less. So you can see Bowser slowly emerging over there. I guess I should show that off. So, hang on, we got all kinds of stuff to talk about here. So we got visual indication. you around, Noctis. Okay. So I'm missing one. I'll take ideas from the crowd if anybody has any. So I know where one is, and that one I have to wait for Bowser to be up and out again. And about again. Okay, so that one. I know about that one. That's a good question, Act. Can you play Mario Odyssey on the Steam Deck? Yeah! Legally? But no, my opinion on the matter has not changed. The real problem here, in addition to some other things I'm not going to go into, is that the Switch, that is to say, more specifically Nintendo, is just over there on the side, right? Anybody who thinks they're competing with Nintendo is kidding themselves. That's a good point. He is an indicator. I should be following him, because he does actually indicate stuff. Mostly it's coins and power-ups, but maybe... Where are we at with Bowser? He's not red spiked yet. Tessie's like, please use me, and I'm like, nah. There's the obvious ones. Yeah, Junior will fight. He's probably positive with it. He will fight. He will grab. He will indicate. You can jump on him. Although I don't know if you could do that in single player mode. Like one of the things the kiddo and I were doing was you could set up a thing where I'll get under her and then, because I'll be playing Bowser Jr. and then bounce. I mean, it's not like I'm pro Nintendo here, Act. Let's be very clear about this. But I stand by my statement that the Steam Deck is not a Switch competitor because nothing is a Switch competitor. It's like saying, is a burger joint competing with a ruler shop? No. One of them sells rulers, the other one sells burgers. Do it, Bowser. You know you want to. There it is. There it is. Yeah, do it! Still missing one. I mean, technically everything's competing against everything else. I do understand that concept. But I do think there's a difference between direct competing and indirect competing. Like, a better example would probably be a Greek restaurant is competing with a McDonald's, right? Well, obviously there is some competition there. They don't really share markets in the same way that, like, a McDonald's and a Burger King would. Okay, this is Pounce Isle. Let's see, what am I missing? I'm missing one. Let's see here. So we got that one. Either way, I do wish Nintendo would get their heads out of their collective asses. And I mean, Mario Odyssey on Steam. You cannot tell me that wouldn't sell. You can't. Because you're a liar. Yeah, imagine the mod scene for Mario Galaxy or Breath of the Wild. By the way, there is a mod scene for Breath of the Wild. Yeah, some people think I'm a Nintendo apologist. No. I love their games to death because they're great games. But that doesn't mean they get a free pass, you know? Okay, that should reset the zone line. I don't know why I said line there. That should reset the zone. Yep, there it is. One thing I'm not sure about, so we've already showcased this. When you leave and come back, some of the state of the little mini zones actually changes based on how many shines in an area you've gotten already. That also makes new shines show up, which is an interesting policy. I'm not sure what I think of that. It does mean the world's kind of changing as you develop through it. It also encourages you to leave a zone, mini zone, and go to another mini zone, and then, you know, come back. So we need to get up here. Ah! Oh, okay, that lasted long. Well, good news. I can just pop a power-up. That's such a great feature. Alright. That probably deserves a positive. I cannot believe we haven't had that concept as a feature before. I guess we kind of did in Mario 3, but not really. In Mario 3, it's like you can bank certain power-ups if you get them in a certain way, and also only from the overworld map. That should be swept. Yeah, Galaxy 1 is currently our leader. And yeah, we're literally opening up the map as we go, which is cool. Currently, Galaxy 1 is our leader. We'll see how this mode does. If this drags 3D World above it. And then Odyssey's just going to crush everything like a bug. Because it's Odyssey. Like, I don't want to oversell Odyssey, but if there's any game that might actually be in competition, or in striking range, excuse me, of, you know, the big three of GTA 5, Diablo 3, and StarCraft 2, it's Odyssey. Junior just pushed that guy into his death. Yeah, nothing's gonna beat StarCraft 2. I think we have reached statistical anomaly point. Honestly, I think I agree, Takoida, but I mean, this is one mode as opposed to a whole game, you know? We're already a decent way through this mode now. Yeah, several people are like, you know, I know a game that'll beat this game, or that'll beat StarCraft 2. Witcher 3! Alright, that being said, Witcher 3 might actually be our highest story score game. Like, it might actually have the single largest amount of story positives for a game. But by memory, and again, memory's a finicky thing, Witcher 3's gameplay is worse than Dragon Age Origins, and Dragon Age Origins had like a plus 17 on that front. Although, in the interest of fairness, Dragon Age Origins' score was dragged down considerably by its expansions. Go figure. But yeah, I agree. I think the real competition for Witcher 3 would be Dragon Age Origins and God of War 5. Come with me, little kitty. That will change if that ever gets ported and fixed up for the Switch, or the Switch 2, Melker Blade. But the thought of replaying that goddamn game, either on emulator or on the Wii, is something that just aggravates me just to think about it. Thank you, Bregwin. The controls of that game are so irritating, no matter how I play it. And it is Switch locked. It is Wii locked. It's not on anything else. If Galaxy 2 got the Galaxy 1 treatment, sold. Day of. Absolutely. But it was astonishingly frustrating to play. And it always has been. Like, that's a triple negative gameplay game. Excuse me. Triple negative control game. Alright, what are we missing here? Several. Okay. I mean, Galaxy 2 is a fantastic game. Like, really. It's a very, very, very good game. The fact that it scored as high as it did, despite those aggravations, says all it needs to, I think. Yes, the shake controls, the mandatory waggle controls. And the finickiness and imprecision of it. Actually, I agree completely. This feels like a good format for a Kaiju game. Because the idea is to eventually, and I'm going to spoil this because I know this, eventually the idea is to actually, permanently beat back Fury Bowser, right? So there's your format, right? There's your progression. The attacks escalate each iteration. So you've got like a slow, a soft enrage going on in the background. You need to get better and better about your repelling, otherwise you're eventually going to fall behind. And there's your fail state. But eventually the goal is to reach a point where you can permanently hold back the Kaiju. And then, you did it, you win. There's your success state. So I agree with you. I think it's a great concept. Okay, so I am missing 2, I think? Double check. Oh yeah, you know what? I keep making this mistake. Both times I've had to go look up a walkthrough, it's been the exact same thing. Leave the area and come back. So let's leave the area. Change the state of the mini zone. Grab a power-up. And go back. Actually, now that I'm saying that out loud, you know what they could do, Dakota? Imagine there's a freaking toggle, right? And... this is like the worst power-up to be doing this with. Hang on. I actually gotta concentrate for a second. Imagine there's a toggle. No, wrong. Imagine there's a gradient option in the options menu. Or like when you set up your match, your game. That changes how much worse each successive kaiju attack gets, right? So you could do a thing where, like, they don't get worse at all. It's just that would effectively be easy mode, right? And at that point, you hold back the tide of the kaiju until you win. But then you can make it so it gets a little bit stronger each time, or you can make it so it gets super duper stronger each time, right? And with that kind of a gradient, you've got your built-in difficulty. That is a cool idea that I'm totally stealing. Hey, Takoid, I just had this great idea for a game. Just now. It's popped into my head like ideas do. Yes, Colin Peluso. Absolutely. Like, I mean, honestly, there are worse games to hold the title of best game ever made than StarCraft freaking 2. Like, if you put a gun to my head and say, alright, is StarCraft 2 the best game ever made? I'd be like, yeah, sure. Done. Okay, hold on. So let's hit the Googles again. Let's do the Googling, like you do. So what am I missing? I'm missing one, again. Secret of Stars is the second best. Alright, Bully the Bullies, we did that. Blue Coins, we just did that. Oh, we need to leave and come back. Again! Duh. Now, if you really wanted to run with it with this whole, Yakuza 0 is going to score very, very well. Very, very well. Either as, like, an additional mode, or as, an expansion. Make it so that different kaiju who have different attacks and different methods of pushing them back, right? So as you can see, round 2, he has different attacks, like you do. You okay over there, Bowser? He's stuck. He's like, hey, that's not fair. I like how it's a middle touch. Did you see how the rain indicates when he's shooting his fire and when he's not? So even if you can't see him, you can actually see when it's safe by looking at the rain color. It's a nice touch. Let's go ahead and grab a power-up here. What are you doing about this phase? Just leaving ink and oil all over the place. Thanks, Bowser. Taking care of our environment is everybody's... Oh, jeez. Yeah, watch the rain, see? Damn it! That was like a second too early, too. I mean, hell, one of the best Kaiju games I've ever played is a turn-based, grid-based, tactical pseudo-puzzle. Awesome game, by the way. I highly recommend it. Well, it's called... I was hoping Takoida would jump in here, because I can never think of the name of the damn thing. Into the Breach. That's it. Into the Breach. I really do highly recommend Into the Breach. It's a great game. It's kind of a roguelike. No, roguelite? Ah, God, I can never remember the term. It's the roguelike where you retain progress. Rogue with progress. I need to just come up with my own terms for those genres because those are way too similar to each other. Anyways. I was gonna say, yeah, if you've played FTL, very, very similar. I can't believe you ran away again. I mean, Dad's the best at everything. Of course he knows when it's time to retreat. The Gigabell is all splotchy. We need more cat shines. Now we need 20 for the next one. But that should have reset the area. So let's go find out. So I hate to correct you, Melcor but actually, GTA 5 is about half of the golden number of StarCraft 2. And I know what you're gonna say, the website is rather not up to date. Let's grab that power-up. Isn't it great just having power-ups on the fly? I need to write down that positive. That is such a good concept. Like, that's so... I cannot believe how much I have wanted that in a Mario game and never known it until this moment in time. Actually, the system hasn't changed at all. The formulas have. But yes, StarCraft 2, hang on, I'll actually pull up the numbers right here. StarCraft 2's golden number is 1,100.72. GTA 5's is 593.71. Now, it's I don't want to diminish that. GTA 5 is a bonkers high score. Most games cap out at around 200 with the new formulas. So GTA 5 is super duper high. But it's just crushed by the statistical anomaly that is StarCraft 2. Which brings me to the question that was asked. Do I think a game like StarCraft 2 could ever be made again? That's a good question. Because the thing here is, StarCraft 2 really was kind of a unique moment in gaming history. It was made by what is functionally a AAA company, but under the auspices of what would normally be an indie dev's approach. Yeah, and it had 2 very large and meaty expansions, and a substantial amount of post-game support. Like, there's a lot of different dominoes that had to be lined up pretty much exactly right for StarCraft 2 to be StarCraft 2. Good morning, Evo. Yeah, no, it's a very strange game. It's a AAA indie title with tremendous love and care put onto both axes and developed over the course of several years. Like, I think 4 years, 5 years, something like that. And just, it's kind of crazy how good it is. It's not there anymore. Okay, in that case, I'll go get one of these ones for Evo. Yeah, it's gonna be over here, I want to say. I don't disagree, Ect, but you can't deny that StarCraft 2 had a story focus, is kind of my point. A lot of games that manage that good of gameplay don't really have a story focus at all, right? They're just kind of, the story is just kind of there, or it isn't there. Hey, Evo. Now, the best part, this is an attack. Because it's flailing in front of me, it destroys things. Hey, Evo. Hey, Evo. Hey, Evo. It's okay, if it hits the water, it actually despawns. Okay, it looks like that area is locked away by the goop right now. That's true, Dakota. I didn't even think about that, because Mario Kart, I think, introduced that. Anyways, but yeah, no, Blade Tavel brings up a very good point. If Diablo 3 had gotten a second expansion with the level of quality of Reapers of Souls, Diablo 3 might actually be in punching range of StarCraft 2. Here's hoping, Evo. I mean, this is just what I do on a Tuesday, you know? I look at global warming and I'm like, I got this! And I start knocking over trees. Die, trees! Die. Die. Every tree must die. It's us versus the environment. I'm voting on us. Gotcha, Evo. I was actually wondering. Anyways. Words. So, I think Lord Haramont? Somebody asked a minute ago, do I stand by StarCraft 2's score? And believe it or not, I have re-examined that score like 20 times at this point. And I'm not the only one. Other people who have actually been checking the math with me have also re-examined that score, just from obviously from a more of a mathematical perspective, but still. And there's a reason I keep calling it the statistical anomaly. It is so unusual for a game that long to retain that level of quality. Right? Like, just the density of a game that's 60 hours long being that high is crazy. Hell, its ratios aren't even that great, relatively speaking, because there's a lot of negatives to StarCraft 2. But to answer you in simplicity, yes, I do stand by that score. It is, as I was talking about earlier, exactly what a game should score, hypothetically. It's just up until StarCraft 2, that was a hypothetical game. Oh god, it can't shoot from right in front of it. Oh god, get out of the goop, get out of the goop, get out of the goop. Oh Jesus, okay. That's it? That's all that was up here? That's not even worth picking up. Yeah, like, honestly, as weird as this is probably going to sound, StarCraft 2 is still not what you would actually call the ceiling on a score. Like, it could go much higher than that, hypothetically. Now, I don't think it ever will. But imagine a game, like, imagine the best story you've ever seen in a game. And then imagine StarCraft 2's gameplay, but actually even better. You know, none of the slippage, none of the hyper-focus on certain mission types. Just nuke all the negatives. And you would have... I should actually do a hypothetical. In fact, you know what? I can do that right now. Let's just make up a hypothetical situation really quick. Let's say there's a game. What's our current blank game? Mario 3D World. Perfect. So let's say it's a 60-hour game. It has plus 200 to story. Genre does not matter. Plus 200 to story. Plus 200 to gameplay. 100% ratio and 100% ratio, right? Such a game would, right off the top of its head, score into the thousands easily. But hang on. I just realized I'm scoring too low. Yeah, I am. Okay, sorry. Sorry. What I meant was plus 300 to gameplay, plus 300 story. And all of a sudden, we've got a game that's scoring in the 1800 range. Actually, several games have 100% ratio. But it's mostly games that have very, very few points. And I don't think there's a both. Like, A Hat in Time had no story negatives, for example, but that didn't have a lot. Mega Man X1 had no story negatives, but, I mean, it's Mega Man X1, right? So it gets 100% of its relatively small number of story positives. Double checking. But I'm pretty sure no game got 100% in both, because I don't think such a thing really can happen. Unless it's a game that just has no points. Right? Oh, I'm wrong. I mean, it is a game that has very few points in both, so that explains it. Once Upon a Jester had no negatives at all. So there you go. There's your exception. But again, that's like a 2-hour silly, fun parody game, right? How low the Golden Ever Kingdom? Well, hang on. We just mentioned 1800 for, like, StarCraft 2, but no negatives, right? So if we go the exact opposite, that would be negative 1,700. That's the same number, that's good. That's good. That proves the system's working as it should. So there you go. 1,800 positive and negative 1,800 is probably the floor and the ceiling as of this point in time, hypothetically. Sincerely doubt any game will ever get there. Like, that's just... There's no way, right? No, Ride to Hell Retribution will not be that bad. Like, Secret of the Stars is our current worst game. I'm pretty sure we could go a lot further down than that. But I'm not actually sure what would qualify. Like, what would actually go down even further than that nonsense? Okay, so I want to go over there. So what's, 3,600 divided by 10 would be 360, right? So, ergo, the idea would be that 360 points is worth 1 out of 10. To be very clear about that, just to show how stupid 0 to 10 scales are, that would mean Mass Effect 2, Shovel Knight, Metroid Dread, Portal 2, and GTA 5... No, hang on. Yes, and GTA 5 would all score 5 out of 10. Diablo 3 would score 6 out of 10. And then we go down and down and down, and yeah, that's stupid. All right, I need to, unfortunately, AFK for a minute. I do apologize. Evo, drive safe. Take care. Dark Day asks about a block. Remind me what that question is in a minute. I'll be right back. Apologies. You know the best part? Especially if we do averaging. Could you be that bad, Blade Triple? How is that possible? Almost every game we've ever reviewed would be a 5 out of 10. Like, all of them. Aw, Evo's gone. Oh, well. I was gonna show her something. Okay. I see it, game, I see it. Hey, Pika. Yeah, it's almost like this is a really, really good game. Go figure, right? Remind me which mod that is. I mean, if you really want me to talk about the philosophy of blank out of blank reviews, I could, because there is some. Ooh, we're almost out of the thing. There's one. Over here, too. Oh, it's still sad. And it wants 3 cats. Oh, right, Blade Ball. But, so there's 2 philosophies, and they run in direct competition with each other when it comes to blank out of blank scores. One is that a theoretical, we'll use 10, although this applies to 5s or 100s equally. So a hypothetical 10 out of 10 game is either perfect, which is what viewers tend to think for some strange reason. Like that's the mindset people tend to get into. Or is simply indicative of the fact that it's something you like. I know it sounds like a strange statement, but you probably understand what I mean. Because from the perspective of a reviewer, most reviewers, when they give a 10, what they actually specifically mean is, this is a very good game that I like. They don't mean, this is a game with no flaws, or this is a game that's perfect. They just mean, yeah, this is rad, and that's it. Yeah, exactly. This is a game I fully recommend. But you can understand why, and I don't really blame people for this, you can understand why people tend to have that perspective of it meaning a perfect game, a game with no flaws, or a game that would be a 10 out of 10. Yeah, overwhelmingly positive on Steam. There's your 10 out of 10. By that metric, in my own system, anything above an 80 would probably qualify. Maybe that's being too, like... No, that sounds about right, actually, now that I say that. Because 80 is usually what I consider very good games. No, I hate it, Pika. This is the worst game I have ever played in my life. I want to kill myself just to stop having to play this game because it's that bad. I would rather die than play this game. Again. I don't know how to be more facetious. I'm not good at sarcasm. I'm not gonna lie. Right, I'm just not good at lying. Oh my god, cat Koopas are so cursed. Look at that. I do like the idea of playing a support. That does sound cool. Facetiously is how it's spelled, Lunaruth. And I know that because that's how I used to pronounce it until someone corrected me. It's actually facetiously, which is absolutely not at all how it looks like it's pronounced, because English! Yeah, this game is literally Hitler, and killed my entire family. I'll never forget. How do I... It's probably a word we borrowed from France. French, yeah. That would not surprise me. If someone go to etymology really quick and check that. Yep, this game is literally a German painter. See, he's got a paintbrush. Jacques. Oh no! It's Cat Boom Boom. Cat. That is French. Yep, that tracks. French, Latin, what's the difference? Yeah, by the way, every mini-boss in this mode that I've played with my niece is completely trivialized by Bowser Jr. Because he's invincible. So he just walks up and goes, whap, whap, whap. Oh, there's a bunny. Anyways, yes, I am enjoying this amazing game mode. Mainline Mario games continue to knock it out of the park. Film at 11. So far, Bowser Jr.'s kind of like the support. You notice he's the one who actually tossed the item at me just now. But in two-player mode, the other player plays as Bowser Jr. and has total control over him. And the leash radius on how far you could go with him is quite large. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not fighting Bowser, I got stuff to do. Oh god, that's gonna hit me in the face! Gotta hurry. Over here, Bowser, hit this! Do damage to this! Come on, Bowser, you know you want to. You know you'll wanna use your flame jets. Yeah! In the face! Probably Yura. Unless one of the Odyssey ones is bigger. Ah. Like, maybe you fire off a few missiles and it, like, causes the Kaiju to back off. And gets you time to build your giant mecha, which you use to go fight the Kaiju. Because, of course, you're going to build a giant mecha to go fight a Kaiju. QED, right? I don't feel the need to explain this. Maybe a mech is like one of the options for fighting, right? And then one of them is just using a nuke. By the way, did you notice that Tessie just spawns in wherever you are in the water? It's another little quality of life feature this mode has. How do we get up there? Hey, Colburn. Oh, whatever, let's do this thing while we're here. Oh, jeez. Okay. Looks like we have 4 save slots. Yeah, that means my save with my niece is retained. If she ever wants to replay this with me. Which she doesn't, because she hates her uncle. But that's okay. Everybody hates her uncle. Oh, it's right here. God, you're so stupid, Lore. Alright. You're already here and everything. Now we're up here. Alright. I remember this one. So this one will be mean. Good luck. And we've already failed. Perfect! I think it's a record. No, Pika. At least not that I'm aware. Oh, that was a fail. Either way, that sounds cool, Act. I suppose I could be convinced to try it out. Like, that sounds strange to say it that way, but we actually have precedents for playing mods and fan things and stuff like that. So the way it works, Melkor Blade, is your AI partner isn't really leashed to you. I'm saying that wrong. Is completely leashed to you, but not directly. It's more like they have a range they can get away from you, right? And so if you're moving along at Mach 12, well, they're moving along at Mach 12 too, even if they're a few hundred yards behind you. Yeah, exactly. Enderal, I believe, is our very, very first mod thing, but we've done others since then. In fact, we've reviewed a Randomizer, which is about as mod version of a game as it gets. And I actually hope to review more Randomizers in the future. We got the precedents. By definition, I think, StarCraft 2, what is it, Reverse, or whatever it is, would also qualify. Yeah, Old World Blues is actually on the list right now. I'm probably never going to do a Hollow Knight rando. I'm just going to be very honest about that. I might just straight up veto that. That's true, we've reviewed a Doom mod. That is actually an RPG. So, I'm not really good at Hollow Knight, and generally speaking, a randomizer requires a level of knowledge, understanding, and expertise with a game to, you know, do it, right? So, I don't have any of that. This is probably one of those leave and come back stars. What do you want to bet? Oh, Evo. Okay, don't leave. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I gotta rush to something to show it to you, okay? Hang on. I'm hurrying as fast as I can. I'm in a completely different zone right now. It's okay, because I've got an ice skate. Also, I'm not sure what format the Hollow Knight rando is, because I only like to play quote-unquote open-world randos. So one of the side quests, Evo, is to rescue kittens, okay? Which we get that quest by doing this. That's the cat's mother, obviously. So, fun fact, this kitten right up here, I know it's here. My niece found it. We never actually figured out how to get to it. Probably because we didn't have the cat suit, because that was extremely easy. Nothing, I was just showing it off. Like, you walk up... God damn it. You walk up, and it's like, hey, please rescue my babies. And then it has a 0 out of 3 over its head. That's how they do quest logs in this game. Okay, I can see the problem. I really gotta get that first jump. Oh, come on, I'm right frickin' there. There we go. Okay, okay. Okay, now we need to avoid the water, because we know cats hate water. They actually despawn on hitting water. No joke. There's one. So what do you think on the review side, even? How many brickworks would you give this? Exactly, Shadow Machine. Oops. Come on, game. Oh my god. Ah! Let me just do the exact opposite of what I'm trying to do several times in a row. Get on the tree, Mario. Jesus. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I will look into it. I promise I will look into it. I have to keep a promise. This is gonna get the sushi tag, no question. This is a game I actually hope to play a 4th time through. This being our 3rd playthrough. Are you on my Discord, Ect? Stupid question. Do me a favor then. Could you link me the mod, the rando? If I can actually have a link to just get a beeline right to it later. Sushi refers to a game I enjoy regardless of its quality. It most specifically refers to a game that just clicks with you in a way that other games kind of don't. It's probably a good game, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, you know what? Evo, Evo, Evo. Evo, are you here? Are you here, Evo? Evo. 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 It's too late. It's too late. They've given in to the evil side of the cat. Oh, God. The evil cats. Behold their nightmarish fury.
Oh, no!
Killed by the cats. I'm not going to watch a video guide. I'm going to be very honest about that. I do not have time to watch a video guide, Act. Bad sushi games? I believe the lowest scoring sushi game we have right now is Mega Man X5. But, hypothetically, something like Mystic Quest would qualify. That being said, if you're asking me, can I think of a net negative game that's sushi? Probably not, no. This is snow, I think. Or maybe it's sand? Maybe it's death. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. That shows what, Dark Day, specifically? Well, several years ago, Lune Ruth, Oh, the tags. No. There's no indication other than in the fact page of what most of those tags mean. Most of those tags should be self-evident, admittedly. Sushi and coffee are the only ones that are kind of their own thing. Anyways, so several years ago, did you see the evil cat, Evo? Did you see the evil cat kill me, Evo? Several years ago, I was trying to come up with a phrase for that exact tag. The opposite of coffee. A game that, regardless of its quality, I like. I can't show you, Evo! It's over! It's a timed event! I have to wait several minutes to show you again. You missed it! Why did you miss it? So, Javan, who's a viewer and longtime friend of mine, was suggesting, like a lot of people were suggesting terms for what a sushi game would be. And Javan was the one who jumped up and said sushi, and I was just like, that's it, that's perfect. That's exactly what a sushi game means. And I've kind of used it ever since. Plenty of people don't like sushi, but then again, lots of people like coffee, too. And yet, most people tend to understand the coffee tag pretty well, in my real-life experience, so I keep using it. It gets consumed with darkness. Darkness is the cat's true essence. Come here, Tessie. We gotta catch ourselves a bunny. Oh, actually, Bowser's almost about to swap, so I could show you the evil bunny pretty soon here. And by evil bunny, I mean evil cat. And by evil cat, I mean cat. I mean, if you've got a better idea, Lunarith, I'm listening, but it fit in my head is the literal answer to your question. I don't remember her name. Yura. Plessy, Tessie, something like that. Oh, okay. If you've got, like, 30 seconds, Evo. Okay? 30 seconds. So here's the cats. There they are. Wait for it. Wait for it. Behold the evil cats. Evil cats. Evil cats.
Oh no!
And they killed me. Okay, we're good. The cats turned evil because the shadowy power of the ink blot had claimed them. Oh wow, you could see the initial do you see that in the distance? Like the initial... Oh, I can't zoom in, can I? You can see like the initial blops where Bowser's about to emerge. Okay, so I need to find this third cat. So I'm not sure where it is. Do it Lord Runner off topic. Act. Put it there. It's a good catch-all. I know where that one is, too. Alright. Cats. Cats? See you around, Devo. I'd say drive safe, but, you know, whatever the equivalent is. I don't know. I don't do this public transit thing. That's all nonsense to me. 'Cause I'm an American. I drive a big old pickup truck. Yep. Like this. This is how I drive, too. Here, maybe? Yep, driving my big old pickup through the water and the ice and the snow. No chains on my tires, don't need them. Don't need nothing. Nope, nope, no flatbed. Don't need a flatbed. So, Ect, how familiar are you with the randomizer scene? In general, not in Hollow Knight. Because there's something specific I want to know about. So, there's two types of randomizers. In terms of, like, category, right? Oh, that's cute! I remember that one. I remember that one. We'll come back to that. There's... I don't have a term for it. Randomizers. And then there's what actually has a term, which is called an open world randomizer. An I don't have a term for it is a randomizer which just rejiggers everything to try and make it into a new game. This is what we call the boring version of a randomizer, one I have absolutely no interest in whatsoever. For example, and I'll use a specific example, for a long time, the only Final Fantasy VI randomizer was a boring randomizer. And it just kind of changed around everything to make it functionally into a new game. Pretty much, yeah, Colbert. Like, I say boring. I don't want to sound negative. But they're literally Hitler! The boring randomizers are trying to make the game into a new game. So, you know, they change up the strategies, they change up the bosses, weaknesses, which Pokemon have which abilities, etc., etc. So, in a boring randomizer, if you find a, God, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a specific... I'll go back to FF6, because I know the FF6 boring randomizer. In the FF6 boring randomizer, Cyan joins your party. Cool. He has a completely randomized set of stat progression, randomized abilities, and randomized appearance, actually, I believe is the other thing. He is, in every way that matters, a completely new character. Make sense? And that's the goal. That's what they're going for. Because the goal is to just kind of build a new game out of the existing game. I have no interest in that. That's not the type of randomizer that appeals to me. I like the type of randomizer that is specifically designed to test your knowledge of the game and to be the kind of thing where if you see Cyan, you know that Cyan is someone who's a big, slow guy with sword techs and yada yada, right? Really? But in the FF6 boring randomizer, you have, you know, you go into a boss fight, and in that boss fight, it's like, hey, this boss has random abilities, random stats. You know, it is a completely new boss fight. You have no pre-existing knowledge. The only thing you know is that it's called X and looks like Y, right? And that's just not my bag, like I said. The kind of randomizer I like is like the one we showed off, which is the open world randomizer. An open world randomizer rejiggers the progression of the game and the items of the game in order to try and challenge you into knowing what you're doing. And to kind of like the routing is a very, very important part of a open world randomizer. Because it's like, okay, you start Super Metroid, and the first thing you get is the power bombs, and it's like, okay, well, with the power bombs, that means that one of the first areas I could go to is actually Meridia, which is like a terrible, terrible idea, but it's all I have access to. So we're gonna go down to Meridia. And the first power-up we get there is, let's say, the high jump. It's like, okay, with high jump we can now go access certain parts of Brinstar. And you get the idea, right? Because of the fact that you get the specific unlocks in a certain order, it changes the nature of how you play the game, and relies on your pre-existing knowledge of the game. It's a little bit more of a skill test of the existing game, as opposed to a completely new experience. I can't believe I did that. So, if it was a boring randomizer, one of these days I'll come up with a better term for that. If it was a boring randomizer, then I would say no outright. I have no interest in that. I'm not trying to speak negatively of them, but they're boring to me, so I don't know what else to call them. What do you want from me? That was strange. I was just stuck there for a second. And yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest has a proper rando. Super Metroid does. Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Trigger. And I think that's actually the list, in my knowledge, of open world randomizers. I'm sure there's others, but those are the ones I know about. Oh, I see that. We'll wait with Bowser. Bowser's about to change. Let's go ahead and do that. Is the frequency of him coming back speeding up, or is that just me? Well, the Ori 1 rando is actually already in the list, if I'm not mistaken. Ori 2, we'll see. HK, more likely to say no. I'm not going to lie about that. I don't have the knowledge, the skill, the expertise, and I'm not super into the game to begin with. But we'll see. That's a good question, Colbert. Not sure yet. EU4 has several randomizers too, but most of those are of the variety of, you know, new game randomizer. You know, where's France? Well, France is this one 3-province power over in India, right? And that's France. Stuff like that. They still have the same mission tree. They still have the same, like, they're still France. It's just where they are and what they start with is completely different. Interesting. What we're dealing with here. What I would do on this particular level for my niece is I'd just sit there constantly ground pounding to give her an idea of where she was walking. No, Colgrim. It gets 3! Although I can be talked up to 4. Done. 4 positives. Good argument, Colgrim. I agree with you completely. I mean, again, I'm not trying to sound negative about boring randos. It's just, I don't know what else to call them. They're not interesting to me. I have negative interest in a boring rando. Why call them that? Some people just like to play a different game in the skin of an existing game. Game with the biggest amount of co-op positives? StarCraft 2. Seriously. Well, Colgrim, there's only one way to try. And that's to actually try. And to give me money. Remember, every dollar you donate definitely goes towards an additional positive or negative towards the game in question. And it's definitely not something I'm making up and would never do because that's a terrible idea. Lorchian. There's no eye, but you know what, whatever. Those look enough like eyes. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, cute act. Local co-op positive. Denied! Any other ideas? What else you got? No, I'm not ready, Bowser. Go away. Bowser, no. So what you're saying, Act, is you just want me to fail miserably at it, because I have no knowledge of that game, like, at all. But yeah, no. Local co-op would qualify as co-op exists. That's the first positive I gave. No, Columpalooza. There is no such thing. I accept that. What? It didn't blow up the... Bowser, could you, like... Just real quick, please. I'd appreciate it if you could just breathe fire. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Back in the day, Alphina was one of the most disliked characters in FF14, Euro. Make that what you will. God dang it. Yeah, I just slid right off. That was great. Right, I already did this. How am I supposed to get back in? No, Colvin. But... Okay. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was. I think we did end up giving one negative to Alpha now. Just because he was a little bit too smarmy. you know? Like, I get it, but still. Pull it back a bit, buddy. We did also give him a positive. I think you're right, Brigman. I think he really is speeding up. Might be because the game actually knows I could, you know, do another Gigabell fight right now. And I'm just not doing it. Alright, to Google. Screw it. Screw it. It's taking too long. Let's see here. Where? Okay, we're gonna walk away from that for the moment. Where's my freaking review document? Why is it over here? Okay. I appreciate the hustle, Colvin. I was gonna earn those negatives, or positives. Have you heard like trees? Me neither. Probably act. That's usually how that is, but I don't know, honestly. Yeah, Togepi is one of those objectively bad Pokemon that we were talking about the other day. Wrong with that, per se. Togepi's cute. Cute is important. Ugh. Oh, Jesus, not now, Bowser. 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 And we're dead. And I'm failed. I mean, Togepi in future games turns into something worth a dang. Like, Togekiss is actually pretty mean, all things considered. Oh, that's a thing that happened. Alright, time to do this while Bowser's attacking. This is the best idea I've ever had. Alright, we've already failed. That's how great I am at this. I got this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God damn. Okay. Would you believe I don't know much about Togetic? Like, I remember getting Togetic and then just walking away from it. It wasn't until Togekiss that I was like, oh, this is actually pretty legit. Togekiss is one of those heavies I referenced a few times. Nice big stat walls that hit hard. Like Snorlax. But I don't know anything about Togetic. Togetic! Oh my god. That's just me. God damn it. That's a mean one. Bowser Jr. just warps along. Holy crap. I have no idea, Lord Airmont. I am the wrong person to ask. Because I haven't watched the anime, so I have no idea how they pronounce it. That's a good question, Blade Javal. I know some of these shines are getting kind of mean. God damn it. Point in case. And that's the last one, too. Well, that's frustrating. One more try, one more try. It's not like we have to 100%, right? Give me a sec, Act. I want to really pay attention here. Which is why I'm going to fail. I'm really paying attention, so naturally I'm going to do terribly. God damn it, why? Why does it keep doing that? Ah!
Oh, no!
God damn you all! Alright, hi. What's up? What am I missing here? It doesn't even say it. I have to... That's way over there. Way over there. Well, if we were to do that... Let me think about that for a second, Act. One more try. I just need one more. Which sound effect on Earth? Like, what happens when it plays? Hate everything. Just fall too slow, and I have that landing animation. I need to be in the frickin' ice skate to do that. To take those seconds back. Looks like I'm missing 3 stars from this thing, and I know where one of them is because that's the one I was just doing. No, Palapalooza. Okay, what's another star that's here? I have to do the blue shrine to even unlock that one. Okay. Did that one. Hold up. That can't be right. Oh, that does appear to be right. Okay. Screw it. So the way that would work in my head, Ect, is I'd run away from Bowser as fast as I can. The way that would work in my head is that... have you ever played Red Alert 2? So you know how there's only 2 factions in Red Alert 2, but there's also, like, sub-factions? That. So, like, there would be 2 factions. There would be the Pokemon, and then there would be the Pokemon trainers. But each trainer would have... The trainers, excuse me, would have a sub-faction, which is as you described. They can only use X, Y, or Z types of Pokemon. Now the question is, other than just limiting their options as far as units, like what's the benefit? Like what's the thing that makes up for the fact that they have less Pokemon? No benefit whatsoever. It's just it's a limited thing. At that point, I wouldn't have different factions at all. What I would do is, if we're not actually varying up the gameplay of the factions, what I would do is I would have optional challenge modes kind of baked into the game, right? You could only use water types, and that would be something you toggle in the menu, or when you start a campaign. God damn it! Those 3 right there are just the worst.
Oh no!
Every time I fail on those frickin' 3. God damn it. I've decided to give this game 57 negatives to gameplay. I sure hope not, Lord Irma. Having said that, no. If you actually want to sit and min-max, that's on you. I don't really mind all that much, and it's extremely not necessary, even for the super optional stuff in that game. Having said that, is the lack of information about that stuff in the game a negative? Yes, and it is, because we've already given that negative. Yeah! not gonna make it. I'll try. I'm not gonna make it. I think that actually slowed me down. I think Bowser showing up actually slowed me down. Did you see that? Well, yeah, more recent Pokemon games actually have much better info in game. Like, way better. Run, Tessie, run! No, I agree. They look weird with the cat ears. I don't like using the word cursed, but... Who do I want to... Oh, me, obviously, act. I don't trust anybody else, you kidding me? No one is trustworthy. No one. Yeah, seriously. Name a good RTS developer. Currently. Go ahead. I'll wait. Yeah, exactly, Euro. I would argue that those don't qualify as RTS games, Gollum Palooza, because there's no strategy involved. And I'm not saying that to bash Mobage, although I always love bashing Mobage, but I mean that as a statement of fact. Most of the what they tend to put on the mobile is either you set it up and then you watch it play, which isn't really what I would call an RTS, or pure gear-based. So again, no strategy involved. What have Intelligent Systems done, Pika? For some reason, I'm just blanking on that developer right now. Yeah, exactly, call room. It's like, that's not really what I would call an RTS. Oh, Fire Emblem, which don't make RTSs, so okay, that tracks. Yeah, no, like, we've got the two StarCraft 2 devs, both groups of them. And we've got Relic, who just did, I think, Age of Empires 4, but they also, you know, are currently working on Homeworld 3. I don't know of any others right now. I'm sure there are some. I suppose there is, I forget their names. Oh my god. Of course. Yeah, I knew that was going to be timed. Wasn't ready for that at all. Oh my god, come on. Come on. I couldn't see what I was doing because of the fire. I would love a Pokemon Grand Strategy, but I gotta make my Mario 4X first, since that's effectively gonna be a Grand Strategy game. Favorite Fire Emblem by memory is either 7 or 3 Houses, one of the two. For very different reasons. But no, I'm with, whoever said it earlier. I actually forget. Being the boring, worthless loser that I am, the kind of Pokemon game I want most right now is what I've been calling for years, the gym simulator game. Setting up and designing gyms, staging battles, which you barely are interacted with, recruiting trainers, designing the gym itself. There'd be some politics involved. There'd be some resource management involved. Like, it's a whole thing. It's another one of those games I've actually done a lot of work on building in my head, along with you guys, because we talk about it every single time we stream Pokemon. See you around, Krezler. What have Petroglyph done? Command & Conquer 2. Like, the name sounds similar, but I'm not placing it for some reason. What the? I mean, if designed properly, I'd be okay with that act. Guild's like, yeah, we need you to pay your dues to keep the guild operating, obviously. Like, yeah. My first NES game was Super Mario Brothers, the original. A game we will probably not be starting today at this rate. Because I can't get those blue coins! Ah, here we go. Yep, that's right. If they fail at us, no food. Food, Colin Peluso. If I'm going with friends and family, then we'd probably hit some, you know, tourist spots, you know, culturally significant spots. But food is the big thing, even if I'm going with friends and family. Food tours are a real thing in Japan, and they're awesome. A friend of mine who, just, was it this year or last year? Pretty recently, did a whole food tour thing in Japan, and sent pictures and shared about it, and oh my god, it looked so good. Alright, so I'm missing one shine here. I'm also missing a coin, I just noticed that. So I just need to find the extra coin I'm missing. And that'll be it. We'll be done with this area. There it is, I see it. We have to get there before Bowser gets there. Don't Bowser me, bro. It's not a funny meme, I shouldn't meme on it. I apologize, I'm terrible. Being tased does not feel good. Booyaka. Alright. Let's go advance the plot a little bit, shall we? We've been doing some sweeping. That's a new attack. What the hell is that nonsense? Wait. What type of Doritos, Yura? Yeah, honestly, I think a Souls-like type game could work in pretty much any IP. As long as you get rid of the gross and the depression. But just the format of the gameplay. Actually, I can picture in my head how a Tetris Soulslike would work. So imagine you're at the bottom of the playable area, but the camera's actually looking up, and the pieces are coming down at you. And you, in order to get them, in order to land into position, you actually have to parry, block, and otherwise avoid their attacks as they're coming down. And the further into it you get, the worse it gets. Like, the worse their attacks get. So, like, a typical L block would just do, like, a big sweeping attack, right? So you have to jump over it and then hit it. But as you get further into it, they start doing this, bam, bam, and you have to, like, be ready for that second hit in order to then be able to hit them. Oh, yeah, and the lore is written on the blocks. So you have to pause and hit 7 different buttons in order to read that one tidbit. And that one tidbit is like one of 100 different tidbits in completely nonsense order. Okay, so it looks like that's most of everything now. Okay, maybe we're further than I thought we were. Could someone do me a favor? Google how many cat shines are in this mode total. Just so I have a vibe on it. How far away we are from doing this. Not that I'm really going to go for 100%, I'm just curious. 100. Jesus! Okay. So we're absolutely nowhere. I didn't realize this mode was this large. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Depressing, cool. Cool, alright. Tessie, or Plessy, or whatever your name is. Plessy? There you are. Nope, that's not you. Plessy. There you are. Oh, it's fun to play, but I sort of expected this would be like a 4-hour romp, not a 10-hour marathon. This might literally double the length of this game. No, don't throw the damn cat. Stop throwing the cat. Okay, so this is gonna suck, because we have to get this cat all the way back over there without hitting the water. Yeah, I might shoot for like 80%. Literally 80 stars in this case, or 80 shines, excuse me. Okay, looks like I want to be on the other side then. Come with me, little kitten. Come with me. Yeah, I guess, Little. Exactly, X. Longer games aren't good or bad, they're just more opportunities. For good and bad. I mean, I've already kind of walked away from those blue coins, X. Which also means we're walking away from another one, too. There's another star locked behind those blue coins. So that's two shines I'm guaranteed not to get this playthrough. Up in that slide area. Riveting gameplay. I don't see Bowser at all. Are you bored, Bowser Jr.? Alright. I'm gonna fail right here. What do you want to bet? What do you want to bet? Ugh. Okay, we're okay, we're okay. What's the genre, Dakota? What type of game is it? I like how it's got like this blue sand motif. It's not really snow, but it changes the tone of the entire area quite a bit. Okay. Worth it. Like, if whoever's clipping this, if you could do like a fast-forward version of the entire trip I just did to emphasize that, I'd appreciate it. Okay. Do I think it's common to avoid giving Christmas gifts if you don't want to give candy, but really struggle to come up with something more interesting? Actually, I have that problem all the time, and I'm actually well known for being good at giving gifts. But the problem is, like, at a certain point, there's only so many things you could give, right? So what I do nowadays is for people who are, let's call them lower priority, I will go ahead and just, you know, give them candy, give them gifts of chocolate or something like that. And what I do is I vary it up each year. It helps that every year I tend to find new things And so I discover new candy or new chocolates or new whatever. And then, hey, you know, I can just give that to everybody this year. Stuff like that. So, rate my faith in a developer. Name 5 devs that I trust for any game they make. So 5 devs I would buy a game because it's made by them. So Nintendo EAD is right at the top of that list, or whatever they're called nowadays. Core Nintendo. Technically, that's actually like 10 different studios, but you get the point. Core Nintendo is what I've been calling them for years, and shall continue to do so. So, Core Nintendo. Now I've officially got snow, by the way. I'm gonna deliberately not include, like, individual devs. Like Toby Fox. Or, that guy I can't think of the name of who did Stardew Valley. Because I bought, I have, for all intents and purposes, already purchased Deltarune. And will already be purchasing Haunted Chocolatier the minute it comes out. Just on faith. Concerned Ape. That's it, thank you. Would you believe Soten, Yura? No joke, I used to like to do a replay of Soten every year on Christmas. I haven't done it in a long time. Not since 2005, actually. Yeah, I saw that. I find it funny because Concerned Ape's like, yeah, we're not doing any more big updates. I want to work on Haunted Chocolatier. And then, like, a year and a half later. So, I'm doing a big update to Stardew. So the wind is picking up the further up we get. More ice on the doodads, too. I still can't believe the Serious Sam team made Talos Principle. That is just bonkers. Well, I do have no taste, Yura, as we've already established. So that's part of it. Well, if we count individual developers, I'm up to 3. If we don't, I'm up to 1 so far. You know what? That's not true. Yacht Club Games. So that's 2 studios, Yacht Club Games and Core Nintendo. Who made the Steampunk or SteamWorld series franchise? Because they're on the list too. I have bought every game of theirs on faith, and I have yet to be disappointed. So that's the SteamWorld devs. That's Yacht Club Games. That's Shovel Knight, by the way. Play with it. Nintendo. So I'm up to 3. Ori's devs are neat, but Ori 1 was a very problematic game. Enjoyable. Definitely a big net positive. But Ori 2 was the one that really impressed me. But that's kind of the CD Projekt Red problem, isn't it? When you have one really good game under your under your belt, I don't really have faith in you anymore, you know? Like, it's more like, you did one really good game. Awesome. Why did that happen? If you asked me that question about 10, maybe 15 years ago, I would have said Valve. Hey, Trihexia. What's Blue Point done? Control all fail. Ah, that timing! That interrupted the jump. Right there. Ah, dang it. That timing. Bowser, buddy. I think I'm still on 3. Hang on. Yacht Club. It's kind of weird to give that a negative, considering how much of the game centers around it. But I mean, it's not like I haven't given a negative for core mechanics before. In fact, I have an entire category for core mechanic negatives. And positives. I still don't know how to get back into the Coliseum either. Like, I never figured out how to get back into the Coliseum. So there's a star, a shine I know that's there that I can't actually get. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, we're counting this as an expansion. Well, I guess we're done here, there, and there now, so let's move on. See what's up top. problem is, what I was doing to try and come up with other devs act is like, alright, what other devs have games towards the top of my review list? But like, 4 or 5 of them are all core Nintendo. Because again, the core Nintendo team is actually 10 separate groups. So that covers a lot of ground, you know? Or that. Wasteland. Yeah, no, it has to be Tabby Cats specifically. What was that? Okay. Damn it, Luigi. Get out of my game. Get your own game, Luigi. It did play Devolve. Clearly, that's a dev team I really like. Oh, wait. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about Larian. Even though I don't think that Baldur's Gate 3 is the second coming of Christ, I do actually think that Larian Studios puts out good stuff, and I do support them as devs. So, you know what? Yeah. So I've got Core Nintendo, the SteamWorld devs, which I still don't know their names, Yacht Club Games, and Larians. That's 4. I'm up to 4. Unless we count individuals, in which case I'm up to 6. Hey, there we go. Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, 11-Bit Studios did some good stuff. I loved Frostpunk. I'm looking forward to Frostpunk 2. And this War of Mine, even though it's a game I will never play again, is a very solid game. Pretty much, Control-Alt-Fail. Pretty much. Where's Bowser at? Oh, he's about to pop. Let's go ahead and park here, then. PopCap. Oh. Poor PopCap. Man, I would have said Blizzard once upon a time, too. Well, that sounds pretty terrible, Colin Peluso. I'm sure you can come up with a worse pizza if you tried. BioWare, Bethesda. Hold on. Before I get to Mr. Red's question, 5 developers you would trust the least. Like, no matter what, you're not touching crap that they put out. Right at the top, anything actually by Tencent. Generally speaking, they don't make their own games. they're a publisher and a an arm of the government. But if Tencent ever put out a game, I would never touch that. Yeah, any big tech thing. A game by Amazon is not going to be good. For evidence, see every game Amazon has ever put out. Yeah, that's all gimme stuff, right? So let's just walk away from that for the moment. That's all the easy stuff. So actual developer studios that I would never buy a game of theirs. Sure, Tencent is actively evil, and is going out of their way to try and slowly have more and more influence in an entire industry for the sole purposes of trying to push their agenda. The fact that they're Chinese doesn't really matter for that. If they were French or Indonesian or Antarctican, it wouldn't change the situation any. And yeah, anything by the Saudi group, although that's, again, publishers. That's just money people trying to get involved in gaming. Yeah, the Chinese government is a very, 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 very lengthy topic I'd rather not get into right now, if that's okay. Like, even if you ignore politics for just a second and just look at economics, there's so much to unpack there. And that's ignoring the fact that there's a very good chance that we actually have no idea what's actually going on in China, economically speaking. Because so much of our information we know is inaccurate. They are infamous for misreporting their information. Like, deliberately lying about their statistics to make themselves look like they have a stronger economy than they do. We can infer a great deal based on what they import, based on what they sell, export. We can understand a bit about their economic policies based on how they interact with other economies, but specific stats, where's Bowser at? He's getting there. By the way, did you catch the footsteps? That's a little touch there. Okay, so I haven't given you any developer yet that I would never touch. You know, believe it or not, I'm actually having trouble thinking of developers that I hate off the top of my head. In fact, even developers that tend to push out Drek, usually there's like some kind of benefit of doing so, right? Like, I'd say Ubisoft, for example, but actually not only are there several Ubisoft games I'm totally cool with playing, there are several Ubisoft games I plan to play, which I haven't yet. Blizzard? No, there's a pretty good chance that Blizzard will put out some games I'm interested in. Especially when we count expansions, which, well, there's that. EA? EA's a bit more on the publisher side of things. So I'd have to think about, like, what exactly EA as a developer pushes out. I'd have to look that up. Konami doesn't make games anymore. And I just mentioned Ubisoft, so it's like, you know... Yeah, Respawn does some good stuff, for example. Oh, bullcrap. Did you see that? See, that's what I was thinking. I'd have to look that up, Shabota. Because if EA actually develops anything, then yeah, maybe I wouldn't touch that, because that'd probably be sports games, and I probably have no interest in those. Yeah, it's a lot easier, weirdly enough, to point to a bad publisher than a bad developer. I don't know, that's not that weird. Which one's 343? Oh! You know what? Actually, I like Halo 4. I can think of a developer that I have no interest in ever touching again. I actually can. Bungie. Bungie... Yeah. I don't know what else to add to that. They have been very thoroughly destroying their reputation for years. And the actual games they develop have just been kind of slowly getting worse, in my opinion, obviously. Oh, and for the record, I have played Destiny 2. Why? Not you guys. Sorry. Yeah, no, Bungie has had a very, very thorough fall from grace. So, like, if you guys were like, hey, can I donate to play, Destiny 2? My answer would be no. And I've already played the Halo games, so that's kind of off the table, so to speak. And Destiny 1 can go straight to hell, assuming it's even playable. And if you ask me to play Marathon, I will very, very politely ask you to go directly to hell. What's, It's an old Bungie series that's terrible. It's one of those cult classic games, probably because it's got absolutely bonkers lore. But, man, no. Just no. I don't hate myself that much. Hell, even the Myth series isn't actually that good of games, if we're being totally honest with ourselves. Some great concepts. I mean, Bungie's always been, well, back when Bungie was Bungie, they're always known for good storytelling access, but gameplay? Anyways. Who made Gollum? It was Daedalic, right? And immediately hit. I mean, 2K is, again, a publisher, I think? Unless they actually produce games, in which case, screw them. CD Projekt Red is kind of a difficult one, because I can't call them a bad developer. but I was never exactly on board the CD Projekt Red hype train. I spent literal years saying that Cyberpunk was not going to be, you know, the second coming of Christ before it came out. And I cited evidence, and I talked about specifics. I was following the behind the scenes of the development of the game. Nobody listened to me. Then Cyberpunk came out. Anyways, in my brain, CD Projekt Red have put out one good game. Maybe two if you want to stretch it. No, I guess that's a lie, isn't it? CD Projekt Red has put out two good stories. That's a much better way to phrase that. So far away. Damn it. Kaiju fights, am I right? Well, I'm lying here. Oh, there you go. We'll put EA on the list then. Okay, so EA. 2K games. Because screw them. Freaking Mafia. Jesus, 50 for the next one. Bungie. Really? Is he already coming back? Oh my god, he's already coming back. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to AFK again? I'll be right back. lived? Holy crap. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Bowser. And he's already coming back. Holy crap. Okay. Wow. Yeah, we have officially escalated the Kaiju. Look at this. If I'm not mistaken, this is the phase where he won't go away unless we actually get a shine, too. Yeah, we need to get that 50 and beat him here. Here, or am I misremembering? Looks like I misremembered because I haven't seen it. Alright, run! Plessy, or Tessie, or whatever your name is. There you are. Yeah, by the way, you want to know one of the biggest reasons that I actually trust Larian Studios? They're not publicly traded. I am dead serious. Don't mistake me, the economist in me has to admit that there are some individual things, individual companies or branches or whatever, in which having public trading is actually a good thing overall. I would honestly say that that doesn't apply to pretty much any entertainment industry company. Where the hell? There he is. Movies, games, books, shows. Music. I would say like 99% likely act. Or if you prefer, 99% of shareholders have no idea what they're investing in and do not care. Try to remember that even normal people, investors, usually just put their money in a fund and either invest in a company and walk away from it, or oh, there we go. Or they hire a firm to invest their money for them. So the firm actually makes those decisions for them. This is actually really cool. But yeah, the problem, and I don't have a nice way to say this, the problem is the goal of investment is not to invest in something. The goal of investing in something is to make money. You don't really care about the quality of what you make at that point. All you care about is that it makes money. Now, the problem here is if we just kind of removed investment as a concept, even if we somehow magically could do this thing, which, speaking of which, good frickin' luck, but if you somehow had the ability to Q-snap investment away, that just means a huge amount of people and in businesses and creative types aren't going to be able to get funding in order to actually accomplish their business to begin with. Now, believe it or not, I actually have a hypothetical answer to that quandary, but that's the kind of thing that would take a massive restructuring, pretty much from the ground up, in order to work at all. exactly control of. You see the problem here, right? There's no winning that, right? I like how these things light up while we're going here, by the way. Little, like, drift panels. On me, Bowser. Alright, so we finished that level. We need another star, and we need it fast. He's got the black goop tracks here. Yeah, the problem with this music is it's awesome and way too short of a loop because it usually only plays for, what, like 40 seconds? But when you enter the mode where he just stays in Fury mode, which we're in, obviously. This way, maybe? What's that? Right there. Get out of the goop! Get out of the goop! Or don't. That's cool, too. Yeah, no, making a remix or Yoshi drumming it, which is something Mario games usually do. Make it so that each iteration... Why am I here? Oh, Jesus. Each iteration, like, adds additional layers to it, right? Okay, so this is nowhere near a shine, because we've actually finished all these. Yeah, that's about to happen. Hello! I can't move! Oh, God! I'm stun-locked by Bowser's junk. Yeah, as soon as I get one more shine, we'll be able to, you know, beat the main game here. So, I don't want to bore you, Spartan, but I'll give you, like, a preview, right? And you can tell me how stupid I am for even thinking this direction. Part of the issue is that people who do investment expect a continuous return on investment, right? You hold stock in a company, and that means as it makes money, you make money. And you continue to get a share of the profits because you own a portion of the company. Another model that is tested periodically and might work is the idea that instead you do like, okay, I'm putting out, I forget what it's called, essentially a bond. I need $1 million to build my company. You do $1 million, I put out a such and such investment return, interest return, and if I succeed, I put out a higher interest return. People listen to me, invest $1 million, and once $1 million has been invested, they're like, okay, they go, they make their product, they make their service, they make their company, it succeeds, it fails, they're either on the hawk, hey, this might work, or, you know, they made money, it succeeded. Give me a power up really quick. No reason. Right here, Bowser. Right here. Do it right. Oh my God, you're right there. Sure, I'll take it. Ugh. Nope. But that's okay because... Come on, get off, Plessy. No! Go away, Plessy! Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's go fight Bowser. The point being that it make investment a one-time transaction, or arguably a two-time transaction, instead of a recurring transaction. Because I firmly believe that the real issue isn't investment, it's growth. The growth industry is a goddamned cancer on the human species, in my opinion. And the fact that most companies who are publicly traded are interested in growth, not income, is a huge problem. So, final battle time. I think I'm going to go ahead and chop off the guessing game very soon. There's a couple other positives I have in mind I haven't written down yet. But we're kind of there. So get your guesses in if you haven't. Spoilers, it's going to be a high number. Ooh, we're getting fun. Oh, we're getting way fun. But not fun enough. What the hell, Spartan? I can't believe that connected. I'll take it. I mean, if we're being honest, a lot of rich people are really good at A-moving economically, if you take that to its logical conclusion. No, really, think about it. Just slathering money over projects and saying, here, make more money. Oh no! The real Dark Souls begins! You're fine, Spartan. Only one thing to do. We got this, Plessy! Ow. Yeah, I like how it homed in on me there. That's nice. None could stop him, Trihexia. They would all be destroyed. Crap. I don't actually know how I failed that jump. Feeding power-ups into my face here. Because dodging these is just a thing. God dang it. I thought I needed to dodge that one because I figured it would... However, I'm stupid. Really? More than 3 hits? Oh my god. Time. Well, Bowser's dead. So why was he being affected by the black goop again? Again? What? Yeah, that's about what I was expecting out of that. Yahoo! Jesus Christ, Plessy. Cat Plessy, excuse me. We did it! Okay, that's cute. Yeah, that ending was whatever, but I like the paintings. Bowser Jr. is a brilliant artist. He should go into that more. Yep, looks like you were right. Looks like Bowser Jr. is the one who accidentally inked him. Good job, Junior. Probably because he's not a front of the camera kind of a person like Reggie was. There's nothing wrong with it at all. In fact, there's something that can be said for someone who knows they shouldn't be on camera. Because I can name a lot of people who don't know they shouldn't be on camera. Who probably need to get the hell off the camera. Not gonna name names, but... you know... How long ago was BlizzCon now? Cough, cough. That was fun, though. That was very, very fun. I think with the inclusion of that, I think this surpasses Galaxy 2 in level positives. Only one way to find out, for sure. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and start a new game after the break. I think we're early enough that we can manage that. Well, give me a minute, Act. Give me a minute. But this game is better than Ori 2 in every way. Okay, there we go. There we go. Got it out of the way. Got it out of my system. We're cool. We're cool. Literally Hitler. Everything is literally Hitler today. I guess I haven't explained that lately. I had someone say that I was literally Hitler for something really, really stupid like a week ago, and it's been on my mind ever since. It was something really dumb, whatever it was. 1, 2, 3. 16. That's too much. Oh, that's why. I'm stupid. The formula hasn't really changed. Well, the weight of the formula hasn't changed. All that's changed is the math is more accurate. There we go, that's more accurate. Speaking of which. I don't know. I've never tried Colin Paliso. The formula is literally Hitler. Very appropriate music for this, I'd say. One thing I've noticed is that ever since we left the no story area of Mario, that's not quite true. But when we started the no story era, and then when we left the no story era of Mario, they haven't been afraid to present their stuff as, you know, dark, doomy kind of stuff, right? I mean, there's a sequence in Mario Odyssey most of you are probably aware of, which comes to mind immediately. But this is true in Galaxy 1, and it's true in Bowser's Fury as well, and there's a couple other things. Like, the Origami King, not that I've seen too much of it, has several moments which are just like, what? Yeah, exactly. There's a bit of Dragon Quest effect going on. Which is just kind of, wow. And it's been something they've been leaning into, and honestly, I'm okay with it. Because it's not like Mario has gotten less, you know, Mario. Alright, right. You'll never make it, Ross. Hey, you remember that species that's really popular? You remember them? Remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did it beat Galaxy 2 in levels? It did, but only barely. And only because of Fury mode. Just barely. I'm almost done, I swear. You know what? Actually, hang on. I have kind of terrible idea. Let's get in a very appropriate song for what we're doing here. I'm so far behind on remixes at this point. Sort of walked away from it. Just gave up on it. Last game I did a remix for was Stardew Valley. So I essentially haven't done one for this year. Alright, Ect, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to, memorize a number really quick, okay? $261.81. That's Ori 2. And that is up to date. I think this is in striking range of Ori 2, to be honest with you. We'll see. I mean, I'm sorry, it's a core Nintendo mainline Mario game. Of course it's in range of Ori 2. Huh, okay. Story. Yes, Mr. Red. Plus 11 to story. Almost entirely on the visuals. This is the first Mario game we've covered for this block that has actually bothered to do visual storytelling. Most of them have just been rando stuff, like platforms and spheroids in space, so there's not much to sit on there. They actually bothered to do some brickwork this time around, as we gushed about earlier, so plus 11. Gameplay. Plus freaking 80. I don't know what else to add to that. This is the game that actually managed to beat Galaxy 2 on level design, if only barely. It's a mainline Mario game with an expansion. What the hell do you want from me? That's a story ratio of about 1 positive per hour, and a gameplay ratio of about 7 positives per hour. That's a story ratio of 92%, and a gameplay ratio, and now this is bonkers, of 95%. That is very high. That is extraordinarily high in terms of ratio and density. Leaving us with a golden number of... dramatic pause. $200. 46.15. That is an extraordinarily well-scoring game. It is also the highest-scoring Mario game we have covered thus far, crushing Mario Galaxy 1, which itself is reasonably above Galaxy 2. And that about tracks. Under the new system, anything above 80 is what I would call very good, and it just kind of gets better the further in we go. So, getting a 246 is crazy high. In fact, I think that puts it... hang on, let me actually do some math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That puts us at that puts it at the 11th highest reviewing game we have ever reviewed. And I stand by that. This is a freaking good game. Now let me go check the guessing sheet, which I put somewhere. There we go. So 246. Looks like that goes to Zlartek. With Messenger, Xenogears, and Dragon Quest 8. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed. I'm going to take a bit of a break and a bit of a work and get a bit of a stuff. And then we're playing Mario Brothers 1.